It is currently, wow, 9:47. What better time to set up a ring light and put an entire full face of makeup on. Today we are here for a Glam and Gossip. It's been a long time coming. I have filmed this minus a few questions already, and if you follow me on, I think it was Twitter, I was super upset because I lost the footage or something. Like, it's literally, it's like I never filmed it, but I know I did. Should I say everything I'm using? I don't know. It's a Becca Velvet Blurring Primer. I got this in an influencer box and I really like it. I've been using it for a while. If you guys don't know, I may have mentioned this in a previous video. I can't remember what I have and have not said. My skin has completely changed. I get super duper oily throughout the day now. I start off like fairly normal, kind of dry, and then like at the end of the day I'm like super oily. Foundation is sitting much better on my skin, so there's a plus side of that. Like, it's just when I don't feel like putting foundation on that I'm like super oily, but when I put foundation on, for the most part it keeps me under control. I was going to do a full-on like first impression wear test of this foundation, but I haven't gotten around to doing it and I kind of just want to put it on. So I have the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. Haven't even tried this yet. I literally just took it out of the box. Like, I've had this for probably a month. Just now trying it. Haven't filmed the video I've been wanting to film, so I finally just need to put it on my flippin' face. Let me know if you're still interested in like a wear test for it though. Smells like peaches. I've heard amazing things about this foundation. Oh, I have a ton of questions that I'm supposed to be answering right now. Let me pull up the first question. I got a million people asking me where I've been. Exact wording on this one is, where you been, girl? I hate making so many videos of like, oh, I've been here and here, but I promise to film more. Like, I don't want to keep doing that. I think the last video I posted about it, I was literally saying that like the leaves are gonna happen and they're gonna come and go, but like I'm always going to come back because I love YouTube. I'm not going to make like an excuse every single time. It just literally comes down to life. Working 2 jobs and going to school part-time, which is pretty much another job. Basically working 3 jobs, but I pay the third job. The third job doesn't pay me. This is just the Naked Skin concealer, by the way. Oh guys, I forgot to show you. I had a brand new beauty blender and I like didn't even show you. It's one of the original pink ones. Like, I've never actually had an original pink one. Were like a million questions about this. If you guys do not follow me on any of my other social media, you did not know this, but I am officially engaged. October 22nd, Drew asked me to marry him, and I said yes, of course. There were a million questions about engagement, so I'm going to answer some of those, of course, but the first one is, how has your relationship changed since being engaged? I wouldn't say our relationship has really changed. Like, as a whole, I think that I definitely have changed because like I'm one of those girls where I'm just like, fiance, like staring at him and like just, I feel so overwhelmed with happiness and love, like literally anytime I look at him now that we're engaged. That might sound totally completely cheesy, but just super happy, and that's how things are right now. I've been with him for 5 years and I've always loved him, of course, but now that we're engaged, it's just another thing where I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're my fiance. I love you so much. Maybe gotten back to our old like puppy love ways or something like that, where it's like a new relationship, but it's not. It's just a new title pretty much. And I'm so totally completely cheesy and I know it, but whatever. I'm not going to mention all the products I'm using, by the way. I've decided I'm just going to link them all like in the description box, which all of my videos always have, like what's on my face and what's being used in the description box, because I usually forget to mention everything, or I feel like maybe it's more helpful to have it in the description box. Next question, how is wedding planning going? Much better now. I've found a venue. I have been saving. I've decided on pretty much every aspect of my wedding, but it was like super stressful because I couldn't find a venue that had the date that I wanted still open. And it was one of those things where like I really wanted that date just because it meant something to me. It was just like really stressful because like you can't really like announce a date. You can't really like truly plan things until you like know where the wedding is going to be. And it was like 2 weeks of not knowing where it was going to be, 2 or 3 weeks. It was just one of those things where it's like, what if we don't find a place? And then I was getting really frustrated, but now it's more fun because I have found a place. I have booked my wedding photographer, which is super exciting because I love her work, and she shot one of my friends' weddings just this past week, and the pictures she's got of them are so beautiful and made me completely like reach out to her and be like, okay, I want you. You have my date open. I'm booking you. Even before I had the venue and a date officially like set in stone, I was booking her because I didn't want to lose out on her. My mom was like, just book her so you don't lose out on her, and then we'll figure the rest out. That brings me all to the next question, which is, when is your wedding date going to be? I have a special way that I'm going to announce it to the rest of everyone, like on my other social medias. So I don't want to say yet because I think this is going to be uploaded before we actually announce the date. Next question is, are you planning on having a big wedding or a small wedding? The plan is a fairly small wedding, like medium size, and I'm not like a huge wedding type of person anyway. So we're looking at a smaller wedding, but I've got a pretty big family and Drew's got a pretty big family, so it's less about like, oh yeah, I'm gonna invite literally all my entire neighborhood, and more like I just really have a big family, which kind of makes the wedding bigger. And I do want to invite all of my online friends as well, so like it might seem random, but they've been with me through like my entire relationship with Drew, and they've like known my struggles with my relationship with Drew and everything, so like it just makes sense to at least invite them. And I don't know if they're going to be able to make it because it's traveling, but they're of course going to be invited, and if they show up then that'll be so awesome. It's gonna be probably like 150 some people. I don't want to like completely only talk about engagement and wedding stuff. There are a few other questions on here. Current drink at Starbucks, completely like random question. A lot of people seem to really trust my Starbucks opinion. What I'm currently drinking at Starbucks, I love the peppermint white mocha. At this time of year, the chestnut praline latte is amazing. If you get the chestnut praline frappuccino, no whip, but with the topping still, it's amazing. It's super sweet and yummy. What color are you dyeing your hair next? So I want to go back to my own color, and I would like to have my own natural color like for my wedding. As of right now, I've got like outgrowth with like the faded color of what I had, which is like fairly similar. It's just like one level lighter, maybe even just half a level lighter than my natural hair, and it's like warmer than my natural hair. So like you can see my roots, but they're not like totally horrible. Like they look pretty bad in this lighting, but like in most lightings they don't look as bad. So I really want to go back to my natural color. I'll probably just go with like the most natural, closest color to my hair, like my natural color, and hopefully we can get it grown out to its natural color. Next question is, how was your birthday? My birthday was okay. My birthday was on November 2nd, for those of you who don't know. Went out to eat with Drew. Then on that Sunday, which my birthday was on a Thursday, I went out with my sister. We went Christmas shopping actually, which was really fun. birthdays are getting less and less exciting as I get older. I feel like that's true with most people though, I don't know. Do you have any regrets in life? If so, what are they? I personally do not have any regrets in life. Everything I've done in my life has led me to where I am now, which is happy. And that sounds cheesy, but it's true. And yeah, there are things in my life where I wish they might not have happened, but they happened and I turned out okay. I'm happy with who I have in my life and who supports me. I mean, that's the most important thing, is I'm happy now, so what's it matter what happened years ago? Favorite non-famous YouTuber? Someone who I think is not as famous as she should be is definitely the Taylor. She is so dedicated to her channel and she's such an inspiration to me personally because we have a lot of the same problems health-wise. I think that she deserves much more credit than she gets. She's like me, where she's been on YouTube for quite a while and didn't ever get the big overnight explosion that some people seem to be getting, and she's still working her butt off much harder than I do. I also love all of my friends. I'm like the mom that's like over in the cheering section cheering on all my kids. What music do you listen to? I listen to everything. Currently I've been listening to a lot of the Beatles. I've been listening to Christmas music already. Never too early to be jolly. And I've been listening to a lot of Disney music. Cruelty-free skincare recommendations. This is the very last question, and to that I'm just going to say Derma E. My favorite skincare brand. They're amazing. They're cruelty-free, gluten-free, paraben-free. They have amazing products. I have a skincare routine where I've used some of those, so I recommend checking that out. I'm sorry if you can hear my heat kick on and off. Thank you guys so much for getting ready with me. Thank you so much for your questions. It's always so much more enjoyable when you guys submit your questions for me. That way I can actually talk about stuff you guys care about, which is amazing. So I will see you all in my next video, and in the meantime, make sure to spread some positivity. Bye.